Hi guys, how you doing today? I hope you had a great spring break and are getting all your schoolwork done. So here is your strings lesson for today. First, I wanted to introduce my little buddy who's going to be hanging out with me this week. This is Bilbo Bunny. So he's going to ride along on my violin and stuff. Oh, I forgot my to-do list. So you'll see him around in my videos. All right, so last week we started talking about finger patterns, and I think I showed you this chart, but I might not have. So this is a chart of the 4 key finger patterns, the 4 basic finger patterns that we use when we play the violin, okay? So right now, you know the red finger pattern, all right? That's where your tapes are. So O is your open string, first finger on the tape, second finger on the tape, third finger, and fourth finger. And this is the same finger pattern that you use on all 4 strings, all right? So when we look at this chart, it's not one pattern for each string. This is just finger patterns that you use on all the strings to play different spaces between the notes, okay? When you have a space here between the fingers like this, we call that a whole step. So when you go from your open string to your first finger here, that's a whole step. Okay, and when your first to your second finger is a whole step, there's a space between because there's a note in between. Okay, so we're skipping a note. Your second and third finger are touching and they're right next to each other. We call that a half step. Okay, and we're going to learn about that. If we didn't already cover it, we will definitely learn about it later as we learn some more scales. But we mark that with the little rooftop symbol I think we've done in class. And then your third to fourth finger is another whole step, all right? You have that space there. And you can see as we use different finger patterns, we move the fingers to fill those spaces and put that half step in other places, okay? So later on here, we'll learn about the blue finger pattern and then the yellow finger pattern. And the green one is really more of an advanced finger pattern that we're not really gonna get to until you get to middle school. But we can do quite a lot with just these 3 finger patterns, okay? All right, so I'm going to teach you an exercise to practice your red finger pattern, which all of your scales practice that red finger pattern, right? Because you put your fingers on the tapes. So, but before I do that, let's tune. So here's your A. And if you have a little friend at home, you can have him help you practice good posture by setting him on the instrument and seeing how long you can let go. If your friend doesn't fall off, that means you have good posture. So if you're hunched forward like this, you can see Bilbo fell off. Or if you're leaning down this way, there went Bilbo. All right, so if your friend stays on your instrument like this, that means you have good posture. Okay, and you can see I'm moving around quite a bit and still have good posture, and the animal's not going anywhere. So you do still have a lot of freedom of movement, and you want to make sure you're using your head to hold your instrument. Look, Ma, no hands. Okay? All right, so I'm going to grab my bow here, and here's your A. And remember to use your fine tuners to adjust. If your A is too low, you want to go righty-tighty. If your A is too high, go lefty-loosey, okay? And here's D. Oh, Bilbo's resting on my G string. That's going to sound funny, I think. All right, let's try D. Good, and when you're tuning, it's a great opportunity to check your tone and make sure you're using nice, long, smooth bows without any creaks or grinding sounds. All right, come on, Bilbo, get off that string. Okay, gonna have to use my other hand here to get them off the string. All right, G. All right, that was quite a sound there. All right, and your E string. great. Thank you. Okay, so remember your finger pattern. You have your fingers like this, right? So you have space between your first and second finger. Your second and third fingers are right next door to each other, and your fourth finger has space. All right, so your fingers are all on the tapes. So the rhythm we're going to use for this finger pattern is, I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni pizza. Good. Go ahead and use the rewind button and rewind 5 or 10 seconds and practice saying that with me. I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni pizza. All right, good. When that's easy, then go ahead and try it on your E string with your bow. If you want to try it on your shoulder first, you can certainly do that too. All right, so here's what it's going to sound like on your string. I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni pizza. Okay, and I hope you noticed that my I would like some bows were nice and big, about at least half of my bow in the middle. And then the pepperoni bows were little and pizza was bigger. Okay, we've talked a little bit about bow distribution. I did that picture on the board. So I'll do it on the E string one more time. I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni pizza. All right, good. So for this exercise, we're going to do it twice, like I've been doing. And what you're going to do is each bow up until the pepperoni is going to get a separate finger. Okay, so you're going to add one finger. I'll show you. And then pepperoni pizza with all 4 fingers down. And then you go back down. I would like some pepperoni pizza. Okay, so I would like some pepperoni pizza. I would like some pepperoni pizza. That's what it should sound like. All right, so I'm going to do it on the E string here, and I'm going to do it twice. All right, try and listen first and then rewind and try and play it with me. Here we go. Good. And once you're comfortable doing that 2 times in a row, then go ahead and move to the A string and do it twice. And make sure that you're watching your wrist. You can play in the mirror to help you see your wrist, or you can play in a camera like this. It doesn't have to be recording. You can still see yourself. So set up mom's or dad's phone, maybe on the music stand or propped up against a wall or something, and you can see your arm and see if your wrist is straight or if it's bending this way or if it's bending this way. And remember, you want all 4 fingers. The pinky is kind of hard, I will admit that, even for me, but you want them as curved as possible. You can see this knuckle bent so far, okay, so that all the fingers are landing on their very tip tops on the fingerboard, okay? All right, now I did my E string and my A string. I'm gonna move to the D string now. Excellent job. And now we're going to move to the G string. All right, good. Sorry about those little squeaks. Bilbo's little nose was getting in the vibrations there. Okay. So, excellent job on that. I want to mention a couple of things before we move on. So first of all, I'm starting something new this week. We have a trivia question of the week, all right? And today's trivia question, I'll also write it down in the little information box underneath the video here so that You can look it up if you need to. You can use the internet with your parents to find the answer. You can also look in your book, because this composer is mentioned in your book. I don't think we've gotten to it yet. Oh no, I think we have. So you should be able to find the answer in your book. And the first person who has their parents email or text me with the answer will get mentioned in the next video, okay? With the answer. I'll tell you the answer too. All right, so the trivia question of the week is, what instrument did the composer Jacques Offenbach play? All right, what instrument did the composer Jacques Offenbach play? All right, so the other thing I want to mention is I did another bonus video this week. A couple weeks ago, I did a bonus video of a song called Elves Dance. And this week I did a bonus video just for you to listen to for fun and see what the possibilities are on your instruments. So I was playing around with Irish music a little bit. I have over the years, and this is one of my favorite sets. It's called Laird O'Drumblair and Angus Campbell are the two pieces that are mashed together, so you can hear the difference when I go from one to the other. And they're Celtic tunes, and I just have a lot of fun playing them. And Tess helped me this time. She picked up the auto harp and played along with me. So I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Take a look at it and have fun. And if you have family that plays guitars, plays the guitar or anything like that, they can certainly try and play along as well. All right, so we're going to move on to our lesson material, and we're going to start by reviewing page 27, which was our G string note review. And we're going to start with song number 100, Low Down, okay? Going to move Bilbo, see if he can stay over here while I play. All right, so number 100, Low Down. Great job. And then we're going to go ahead and review number 102, This Old Man, which is the Essential Elements quiz song. I haven't gotten any videos from any of you guys, so I would love to hear how your playing is going. If you could please have somebody send me videos. It doesn't have to be uploaded to the internet or anything. It can just be through email or text message. But I would love to hear how your playing is going and see how your posture is and everything. So, song number 102, This Old Man. Uh-oh, there goes Bilbo. There we go. Okay. And I actually made a mistake. I made a big mistake. So if anybody saw what my mistake was, you can also have your parents text or email and tell me what the mistake was. So don't forget to use the videos to play along. Listen to them and then try and play the song by yourself. Go ahead and rewind and play with me. There's lots of ways that these videos can help you practice. All right, so we're moving on to page 28 now that we reviewed 27. And the new thing that we're learning this time is playing in threes, okay? So we've talked before about playing with measures of 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, Susie was helping me with conducting. So we're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Okay, and then we also did our conducting in 2. Sorry, I look like I'm at an angle and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so we also did conducting in 2, right, where we did a little J in the sky. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ta ta ti 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 ta ta ti. All right, and if you look at Bylum Cabbage, you'll see that it is in 4. For Pete's Sake is one of the songs that's in 2, and there are a couple of others around that area as well, but none of them were very memorable, which is why I picked Bylum Cabbage, because that one's fun to play. So that was our song that we did in 2. Now we're going to count in 3, okay? And on Thursday, we'll talk about conducting in 3. Right now, I just want to practice counting in 3, all right? So when we count in 3, we can't have a space between 3 and 1. I know it sounds obvious, but when we play, we don't have, God didn't give us sets of 3 of anything. Okay, we have 1 of stuff, we have 2 of things, we have 4 of things sometimes, but we don't really have 3s. 3s aren't very common in nature except in some plants and things like that. So 3s are really hard for people to count in. You might have learned some dancing steps or something that was in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's actually the most complicated dance steps to learn. So counting in 3 is not very natural. You will have to work at it, but once you get it, it should be really easy. So we're going to start with song number 103, Rhythm Rap. And you can see that you have 3 quarter notes in each measure, of the first 2 measures, sorry. And then you have this symbol after that. Looks like a half note, but has a dot. And I'm going to get my book here and I'll show you. I'm going to put Bilbo down. So if you're looking at song number 103, the Rhythm Rap, okay, so you have ta, 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 and then this dotted half note and a dotted half note. And you'll see up here in the orange box in your book that it explains the dotted half note right here, okay? So the dot represents something that's half the value of what it's behind. You can see the dot in all kinds of different rhythms, but right now it's in a half note. And what half of a half note is a quarter note. So that's what this is explaining right here. That when you have a dotted half note, it's a half note plus a quarter note mashed together, okay? It's like if you have your whole sandwich and you have half of your brother's sandwich and you put them together and then smash them and eat them like one sandwich, okay? That's what we're doing with the dotted half note, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do the rhythm rap. I'm going to clap it first, and then I'll do it on my shoulder, and then I'll do it on the open string. All right, so here we go. Ta, 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 ta. 3, 3. Ta, 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 ta. 3, 3. Okay, you see how that works? All right, so now I'm going to do it on my shoulder. All right, so 1, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. 3, 3. Ta, 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 ta. 3, 3. And I like to think of those dotted half notes with my bow as super slow, super slow. That helps me remember to slow down my bow. All right, so I realize our video is getting really long. I'm going to kind of push through here, and we'll do all these songs again on Thursday, but do try and practice them. All right, so now I'm going to move on to 104, where just like with our other rhythm rap songs, we're just going to take some notes and add them to the rhythm. So if you've practiced your rhythm rap on your shoulder, then your bow knows what to do, and you just have to add your left hand. Remember to use your 4 steps if any of these songs get complicated. All right, so number 104, counting 3s. 1, ready, go. Super slow, super slow. Super slow, super slow. And that's it, okay? Nice and simple. All right, and now we're going to do number 105, which is our D major scale, and we're going to do it in measures of 3. Okay, so each note is going to get 1 quarter note. You look at the music until the last 2, those get your super slow bows. So the rhythm is actually exactly what we just did. All we're doing is adding our D major scale fingers to the rhythm rap exercise. Okay, so 105 and in 3. 1, ready, go. take a look at that and give it a try. All right, and now 106, okay? We have French folk song, which is actually a very nice, sweet little melody. It's one of my favorites, and Ashley's sister knows how to play it on viola. So I'm going to go ahead and play it, and once Ashley learns this, you guys can play it together. So that'll be fun. All right, so we're going to start. This song uses a lot of the D major scale. You're going to want to break it up into parts and practice each part separately, but use your 4 steps, okay? So I'll play through it, and we'll break it down more next time. All right, here we go. 1, ready, go. Good job. So, the only song we didn't get to today is Sailor Song, which is the essential elements quiz for this page and for these skills. So we go ahead and take a look at it and see if you can figure it out before I play it for you. But I'll definitely play it for you on Thursday, and we'll also break down French folk song and learn some conducting in 3. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Take care. And Bilbo says bye.